Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know me again, my name is Mindy Diebel, and I live here in Boise, Idaho. And I'm so excited to kick off an amazing opportunity. Here's what I can tell you. If you want 2025 to be your best year ever with your health, with your finances, we're going to talk about how to make that happen. We have helped so many people create incredible success in those two areas. And I don't want to take any more time because we have a special guest on the line tonight. I am so excited that she is here. You guys, this gal is an icon in our industry. She has blessed so many people with their health. She has an incredible transformation story for herself with her health using our products. But also, what I love is that she's blessed people financially in a major way. And you're going to hear her story in a little bit about that. But what I love most is not only is she an incredible business gal, like she has trained on stages of thousands of people. She's worked with icons in our industry like Eric Worre. But what I love most is her heart. She truly cares about people. She has true integrity, and that is why she is doing so amazing. And so please help me welcome tonight Tina Joy Carroll, who is a top producing red diamond in our company. And you'll hear a little bit more about what that means. But all I can tell you is it's a really, really big deal. So please help me welcome Tina. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so excited you are here.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Mindy, for having me on tonight to share. I'm going to be diving deep into our top selling award winning system here in just a second. But first, I have to give it back to my friend and mentor, Mindy Diebel. She is so humble and so kind, but she has built businesses of hundreds of thousands of people doing over $1 billion in sales in her career. She went from being a preschool teacher and mom to a multimillionaire in this industry. So pay close attention to every word she says because I know I certainly do, because we are who we surround ourselves with. And I like to be in the presence of Miss Mindy Diebel. So let's kick this off. We are going to talk some facts, some science, and how these products are going to work in your system. How many of you have ever found yourself stalled out in weight loss? Like you've lost weight, but you get stalled and you just struggle to get the scale to move. And that is where I was. I was sitting at 158 pounds. For reference, I'm 5'3". So technically I was still considered overweight. And I'm going to tell you what I used and how these three products work collectively to help me get past that stall. I'm officially now at 137 pounds, no longer in the overweight category, finally, for the first time in my adult life, in a healthy weight range for my height and weight. And so let's get to it. The first thing I always talk about is our gut health. How many of you know that your gut is your second brain? It's actually connected to your brain through the vagus nerve. And if your gut health is off, everything in your body is going to be off. And so what I'm going to do is a quick little demonstration for you with this pudding pack. You may be thinking, oh, that's kind of weird. Why are we using pudding to demonstrate this? Because this pudding is literally going to represent, okay, this is just regular pudding, okay? We see? It's just going to represent the dead foods that you eat, the processed dead foods that you eat. And then I also want this pudding to represent what your gut probably currently looks like. How many of you have seen an old pipe? And all I'm going to do is take capsules and I'm going to dump them in here. We're going to talk about what these capsules do. You've seen an old pipe and it's just filled with muck and yuck. I want you to imagine that that is what your gut is like, okay? It's just filled with years and years of bad processed food. And so if you did not know, as you can see, I just dumped that in there. We're going to stir it and talk. If you did not know, when your gut health is off, your mental health can be off. You can develop autoimmune issues. You can develop skin issues, sleep issues. You can struggle to gain or lose weight. You can struggle with so many things that are connected to your gut. Your immune system is in your gut. Your serotonin is produced in your gut. Did you know that if you take antibiotics twice in 1 year, you have a 40% chance more likely of getting depression or anxiety because you destroy the good bacteria along with the bad bacteria? And so you want to make sure that you're using a really good digestive enzyme with a pre and a probiotic in it, which is what we have. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I first heard about this product, I was like, I already take a digestive enzyme because in 2021, I had to have my gallbladder removed, emergency gallbladder surgery. And so they told me then that I had to take a digestive enzyme, and I never had any life-changing results with it. Do you know what I mean? Like I took the supplement because they told me I had to, but nothing ever really happened. They were like, no, 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 this is different. Now I want you to watch what happened to that pudding in that short time that I stirred it. It literally liquefies it. Okay. Now let me tell you something. Don't panic. This isn't going to be one of those things where you're going to have to rush to the bathroom. No matter which way you are, you go too often or don't go enough, it's going to help regulate you. But statistically, it's proven 80% of people, that means 8 out of 10 people, have poor gut health. And if we can get your gut healthy, everything else that we have to offer and talk about, your body's going to be able to naturally absorb it better. It's going to break down the fats, the carbs, the sugars, and the proteins that you eat so your body can naturally absorb what it needs and get rid of what it doesn't. It's also got that pre and that probiotic in there that's going to help get your microbiome back in order, where your serotonin is produced, where your immune system is produced. You are just going to feel like a totally different person. So anybody that I talk to, I tell them I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't start with this. And I got to be honest, until we launched this daily health system that I'm getting ready to tell you about, this was one of our number one selling products. You can get into, we have some testimony groups. You can get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this and have them get you added to that testimony group where you can see thousands of testimonies of people who took this product and got a really incredible result. So let's move on. First, let me ask you this. How many of you struggle with any of those things that I just talked about? Any of those things, just put a 1 in the chat below. For me, it was all of those things. It was affecting me in all of those ways, and I had no idea it was actually tied to my gut. Then our founders found this product right here, and it is quite literally revolutionary. So follow me for a moment. Over 90 million Americans are pre-diabetic and insulin resistant, and they don't know it. Typically, they don't find out until they have a full-blown type 2 diabetic diagnosis. Over 34 million Americans are walking around with a type 2 diabetic diagnosis. Why am I telling you all that? Because sugar and carbs are a huge problem. They're a huge, huge, huge problem. And most of the things that people are struggling with are related to that. This is where Transform comes in. For 10 years at a very prestigious university, this product was studied. And what the enzymologist found was a plant-based enzyme that converts carbs and sugar into soluble fiber in your gut before it hits your bloodstream. So let me explain what all of that means, okay? It simply means that when you eat the carbs and sugar, your body turns it into fiber in your gut. So then before it gets to your bloodstream, which is where insulin then gets produced, blood sugar spikes and dips, causing the insulin resistance and the pre-diabetes, and then ultimately type 2 diabetes. You are eliminating that by simply using this product. Plus, science. Science is, in the absence of carbs and sugar, your body is forced to burn fat. Your body will always burn carbs and sugar for fuel first. In the absence of it, it then burns fat. And so the results people are seeing with this are quite literally life-changing. Now, we don't claim to cure, or treat anything, but what I'm telling you is what people are saying to us about what this is doing for their blood sugar is absolutely mind-blowing. It's actually a measurable result. Mindy and I had the pleasure of going to corporate when they launched this product, and they had us wear continuous glucose monitors to test this product. And all a continuous glucose monitor does is just constantly checking your blood sugar. And so we would check it. We would not use the product. We would eat the food, and we would see what would happen with our bodies. Then the very next day, we would take the product, eat the exact same meal, and we would see a drastic difference in what our blood sugar would do. It's absolutely mind-blowing that a plant-based enzyme is giving people hope in a situation that they really didn't feel like they had much hope. Plus, sugar is also related to inflammation, blindness, dementia, Alzheimer's. So many things are associated with the amount of sugar in your blood that truly you wouldn't want to not have this product in your life. Then we have the final product to this trio that I'm going to talk to you about this evening. And this one gets me super duper excited, and you're going to understand why here in just a second. So in March is whenever I got on the complete trio, meaning I was using all three at the very same time. That's when I was stalled at 158. And since March till now, literally yesterday I weighed and I was 137 pounds. I'm down 21 pounds because of this trio right here. But let me tell you what this does and what this is. But first, how many of you on here have heard of any of these that I'm about to talk about? Ozempic, Trizipatide, Mounjaro, any semaglutide, any of those. Put a 2 in the chat if you've heard of any of those. I'm not here to tell you whether they're bad or whether they're good. I'm just going to tell you some facts about what they are. All of those have one thing in common. They're a synthetic form of GLP-1. And what they found when they gave people the synthetic form of GLP-1, and if you didn't know this, you naturally produce GLP-1 in your gut. But over time, as we age, our bodies just don't produce as much of it. And so what the GLP-1 hormone does when it's activated in your system is it tells your brain to quiet that food noise. You feel fuller faster and you feel fuller longer. Now, when you inject yourself with anything synthetic, you then tell your brain it no longer has to produce it at all. So millions of people are on these shots without an exit strategy. We have an exit strategy for you, and I'll explain in just a second. So here's what happens. People get on the shot, they do lose weight, but then when they come off of it, because there's no communication happening at all anymore, because the body's been getting the synthetic version of it, the food noise comes back with a vengeance, and they gain the weight they lost plus some is what we're seeing. So how can you fix that? And what if you're someone who's like, you know what, I'm not interested in doing those shots at all. I would really like to find an all natural alternative. We've got you covered. Insert Activate. So let me tell you what Activate does. Not only when you drink this does it naturally increase your own GLP-1 hormone production, which is going to make you feel fuller, faster, and longer, give you an exit strategy to come off that shot, or you just want something that's going to give you a strategy to get your weight and your hormones back under control. But it also does two very other special things. The second thing it does is it activates your AMPK. Now, you may be like me and you're like, I didn't even know I had an AMPK. You do. And when it's activated, you could go Google all of the amazing things that happen when your AMPK is activated. I'm only going to tell you about two. The first one, your body cannot store fat when your AMPK is activated. And number two, this is what's so super cool. It sends a signal to your brain for your body to burn stored fat for fuel, and it specifically targets your midsection, that visceral fat, which is the most dangerous fat on your body because it surrounds all of your major organs. And then the third thing that it does is there are ingredients in this that help lower your cortisol levels. How many of you know that your cortisol is your stress hormone? And how many of you, put a 3 in the chat, have felt a little stressed out over the last few years, right? This is going to help lower your cortisol levels. You are going to start to feel better. Inflammation is going to start to pour off your body. You are literally going to feel like a new human, you guys. Like, I literally will never, ever, ever go a day without this trio right here. So these two together are called our Daily Health System. We actually won the Gold Stevie Award for this system. If you're like, that's cool, I don't even know what that is, let me just say it like this. All the companies submit their products and we took home the prize. That's the really easy way to describe that. We took home the prize because what they found, what I just told you it does, it actually did when they tested it. And so that is why we won. It addresses your overall metabolic health. And then you add in this digestive enzyme, and I'm telling you, it is a game changer. It will change how you feel. Now, we have so many other incredible products like collagen and nootropic coffees and things that help with just all different things. And if you want to know about any of those other amazing products that we have, make sure you get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this tonight. I wanted to make sure that you knew about this trio because no matter where you are in your journey, everyone needs to be using this because especially as women, I know there's some men on here and I'm not including you. My husband's lost 34 pounds on this system. You know how guys are, right? They think about losing weight and it just comes right off, right? So much easier for them, it seems. But women, we struggle so badly because all of our hormones combined are what keep that weight on us. And when we get our insulin right, our GLP-1 right, our cortisol right, our gut health right, you literally feel like a new human. So if you heard anything about any of these that you thought, you know what, I need this, or so and so needs this, you're going to want to get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this tonight and let them know. Mindy, back to you.
Oh, I love it so much. And those three products right there are my very, very favorite. And I can just add back to what Tina said. I'm 54 years old. And it's like when I turned 50, all of a sudden everything stopped and dropped. And I don't know if any of you can relate to that, right? But it didn't matter what I did. I could work out all day. I could eat the right foods, and I just could not break past a weight plateau. Now, I didn't have a ton of weight to lose, but when I first started just that transform, the sugar to fiber enzyme, and I was already doing the enriched digestive enzymes, I was able to break through a weight plateau. I lost 6 pounds right away. And I've been able to keep that off with Activate. My jeans just fit me better. And I just look better because it actually increases muscle mass. So I'm so grateful for those three products. What I love though, you guys, is that we have impact products that truly make a difference. We have over 100,000 people in Facebook groups. Make sure the person who invites you on shares all of our products, because not only do we have those three products, but we have a beauty line that's unbelievable. We believe in internal, anti-aging from the inside out. We have incredible products for antioxidants, cellular rejuvenation, collagen. So get back with the person, find out what we have with our products. But here's what's great, and here's what our superpower is at Tranat, is that we focus on products that people really want and use, that are trending, that make a difference. And, in business, you always want to be at the right place at the right time with a company that has an incredible niche where timing is huge. And I just want to tell you my story so you can see why I'm so passionate about this. You guys, 18 years ago, I had a job. How many of you know somebody that has a job? Just raise your hand or drop it in the chat, right? That was me. I was working full time. My husband, he owned two companies. He was traveling all over the place. We actually got in the franchise space. And here was our problem. In our life, we either had time or we had money, but we never had both at the same time. Can any of you relate to that? Like if we were making money, it was great, but I never saw my family. Or vice versa. Let's say we did have time, we went on vacation. Well, I wasn't getting paid. So my dream was really just to be paid, to go on vacation and still get paid. I had no idea how to create that, but I will tell you, this industry created that for me. And 18 years ago, within 6 months, I was able to walk away from my job. We were able to walk away from our two businesses in a short period of time, built a multi-million-dollar company in the online space with a trending product, and created a life on our own terms. Now, the reason why I'm here today is because I saw this company 8 years ago and I couldn't pass it up. I knew that they were doing something big. I saw their superpowers in bringing on trending products that were making a huge difference in people's lives. And because of that, we jumped on board. And again, we're able to build a multi-million-dollar business in this space. And so I want to tell you why right now is the very best time if you've ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time. Well, you just heard about an amazing product. And I want you to think about this. How many of you know somebody that wants to lose weight, okay, and maybe is in that GLP-1 space right now? Because I'm just going to show you some stats here that are really, really important when you think about business and timing. And so, Tina talked about the GLP-1 space. Well, do you know that right now, it's a $45 billion space, but it is predicted to grow a compound annual growth rate of 33% in the next 8 years. What that means for you, it'll be a $606 billion industry by 2034. So, or I guess it's the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, somebody is going to make a lot of money in this space, and it might as well be you, right? What I love about this is not only just being in this space is huge, but having something unique in this space is even better. Okay. Something that is a niche. We definitely have a niche, an award-winning product that is sweeping the nation that is absolutely huge for you. So what does this mean for you? Well, first of all, you can get started with us if you choose to. And when you get started with us, you can start creating your own online company, just like Tina and I did. In fact, you're going to get your own website that's already done for you. Okay, a website that's created for you. You name it what you want. You'll have your own link. And then let's say you get excited about these products, you start having your own results, just like Tina and I did. You start sharing these products. Well, as you share, there's 3 different ways that you can get paid. So I'm going to go into these 3 ways and how this can work for you. Now, the cool thing is you're going to get that website. When you get started with us, we're going to show you how to attract people to you as well as you share. Okay, so you're going to have your own done for you social media system where you can tap in to what we are already creating. It's already content done for you. Okay, you start putting that out on social media, attracting people to you. You have an easy to share system. And then 3 ways that we get paid. The first way is as you share. Let's say somebody says, you know what, Tina, I want those digestive enzymes. Then she sends her link. They order that product. You're going to get paid anywhere from $7 to $10 for every product that is sold. This is paid out weekly for you. So that's the first way you get paid. The second way you get paid is bonuses. You guys, we have incredible bonuses on the table. I want you to think about this. What could you do with an extra $19,000 in the next 270 days? What could you do with an extra $5,000 in the next 120 days? Or launch bonuses. Okay, so we have incredible quick start incentives where you can get started and you can earn, an incredible income right off the bat. And then after that, like our very first week in the company, we want to show you how to start making money. And let's just say that 2 people that are overworked, underpaid, that would like to own their very own online company. How many of you know at least 2? Drop it in the chat. In fact, just put a 1 in the chat if you know 2 people that would love to earn extra income to make money online. Well, you get 2 business partners and we show them how to jump into our online system. And then you get 6 customers. Think about people that would love to lose weight, that would love to better their health, that would love to maybe look better, feel better. Well, if you do that, then the cool thing about this is you can make about $654, give or take, depending on what this is. This is based on 6 customers getting on our fan favorite bundle that we have. So it's like our favorite products in one little bundle. You're going to get some launch bonuses with that, plus a 6-2 bonus. That would be $654 that you made in your very first week. Our goal is to show you how to do that right off the bat, okay? And then after that, we have what we call a Jeep program. So the third way we get paid in our company is a set monthly pay. It's my favorite pay because you can be in Hawaii, Bahamas, or home in bed for 30 days and get paid. How many of you love that idea? And so our very first position in the set monthly pay is what we call our Jeep bonus program or our Jeep position. And it's basically you, okay, getting started, earning this 6 and 2. And then if you just help one other person earn the 6-2, you would qualify for this Jeep. So it's creating a 1,300 in group volume by doing that, just by you getting started, helping 2 people get started, and then helping one of those 2 people do the same thing you did. You now qualified for this Jeep stipend. There are many people that have qualified for this and have Trinot paying for a new Jeep for them. This can be any kind of Jeep. It could be the Wrangler. It can be the Grand Cherokee. It can be the Jeep Wagoneer. It can be the Gladiator, whatever that is. But any of you that have qualified for this Jeep, let our friends know, drop that in the chat. The Jeep that you have. I just love that this is something that you can earn in your very first week or two. I will tell you, for me, I was able to earn this in my first week. I know Tina was. Many people have, not everybody does, right? But if you have a work ethic, if you have a desire to have more, we can show you how to do that quickly. So think about all the people that you love that would love to have somebody else paying for a new Jeep for them. Okay, and then after that, let's say you just want to build this spare time and earn an extra $600 a month. You will love this. Let's say you want to build this part-time and earn anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. You will love this. Or let's say you want to build this full-time and earn $9,000 to over $300,000 a month. The sky is the limit on what you can create. Now, if I, as a preschool teacher, can be at that blue diamond position. Now, I want you to look at this, okay? These green boxes are that set monthly pay. So that means once you hit that position, okay, that money is a monthly pay that will come in, whether you're in Hawaii, Bahamas, or home in bed for 30 days, as long as you maintain that volume. How do you maintain that volume? We have an incredible auto ship system. What I love most is that people start taking these products, they have incredible results, like Tina talked about, like I have had, like many people on the line. They don't want to not have these results or not have the results and have the product, right? They get on auto ship, and that's how you maintain that. Now, I want you to know that there's even other positions within these positions. Okay, so let's say that you want to make $5,000 a month. Well, that is this sapphire position. If you just help about 19 people do the jade position, like we talked about, okay, so their first week or two, you get them to that jade position, you help 19 people do that, that's $5,000 a month for you. Now, to move to the emerald position, there's actually a position in between. These numbers here in these orange boxes are the in-between positions. So there's a position between the sapphire and emerald that's 7,500 that you can earn. Or let's say that you decide, I want to make 6 figures a year, which many people have done. Some have done that in a very, very short period of time. Our goal is to show you how to do that in the next 6 months or less. Okay, but obviously this is going to take work, but if you have that work ethic, we can show you how to do it. You help about 38 people get to this Jeep position, and that's $9,000 a month. Okay, but on your way to diamond, there's an in-between position again, and then the diamond is $17,000 a month. So I want you to hear from Tina Joy Carroll again. I love her story. You know, when I talk about transformation, okay, so first of all, she is a top producing red diamond. I want you to look at that set monthly pay there, okay? That's $60,000 a month in set monthly pay, as long as she maintains that volume that she's created. Okay, she can be in Hawaii. In fact, I know she's going to Hawaii next week. She can be in the Bahamas, or she can be home in bed, and that money comes in every month. But I love her story, and I would love, Tina, for you to share your story about, why you chose Trinot and what it's done for you and for your family financially. So thanks again for being on, and take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually going to Hawaii tomorrow. That's why I'm so tan. I went and got my spray tan this afternoon. But yeah, so 2.5 years ago, I was a network marketer in a former company. I was a top 5 income earner, and um, things were just not moving in the direction that I knew they needed to for a long, sustainable business. And so I found myself at a crossroads, and I didn't even know Trinot existed. I reached out to a couple of friends of mine who were generic trainers in the industry, and I said, look, all I know is I have to leave where I'm at, but I don't know where I'm going. Can you point me in the direction of a few places that you think would be a good fit for me? I want to be in health and wellness. And Trinot was one of those places. And so it didn't take very long for me to narrow it down to Trinot at all. I think it was 8 days actually that I just dove through all of the information, did lots and lots of Zoom calls. and decided to make Trinot my forever home. And I'll just tell you the reasons why I decided to do that. It's one thing to be in this industry and have experience and go somewhere and be able to build and do it again. That's expected. I know what I'm doing. I've created the skill set over my 9 years in this industry. What I was really looking for was the systems, the comp plan, the products, the culture, and the company partnership that would allow the girl that was me 9 years ago to come in and have success in a reasonable amount of time. Because when I first got in this industry 9 years ago, I floundered around for 13 months, spending more money than I was making. And that was due to the lack of systems, culture, pay plan, and products. You don't know what you don't know, right? And so I knew that I wanted to be able to help the average ordinary person with no experience come in and be able to get a result in this business. And so whether or not they wanted to earn a couple $100 a month or several $1,000s a month, I wanted to know a plan and a path was there that we could get them there. And when I seen the compensation plan that Mindy just showed you, I knew that that was going to be possible. And we've literally helped thousands of people do exactly that over my 2.5 years since I've been here. As far as how Trinot has changed my life, I've officially retired my husband from his job. Now he is getting a race team together for our grandson when he's going to be racing go-karts and going to get to spend more time spending time with the people that we love most, which of course are our children and our grandchildren. We're able to help in ways that we would never, ever be able to help if we didn't have the kind of money that we have because of Trinot. And we have some friends that live in Florida who were devastated by Helene, and we were able to give in a really big way to their GoFundMe to help their family who lost nearly everything on the bottom level of their home. All their furniture, clothes, memories, everything was gone. And so, I'm just of the belief that money just reveals who you already are. And so if you're a really good person before you have it, then you'll just be a good person that has money. And so being able to be in a position to bless not only those kind of people, but my own children, grandchildren, strangers, our church, and people in need has been life changing. Not to mention, there is something really special about having your own economy and creating your own economy, because let's face it, the world that we live in today is very much like this. You just never know how things are going to be or tonight's the perfect example. It's election night and everybody's on pins and needles waiting to see what's about to happen. When you are in this industry and you're creating your own economy, it changes how you function on a day-to-day basis. We talk a lot about financial freedom and time freedom, but here's what I want to really tell you what it is. You sleep better at night. You aren't stressed out like you have been your whole life about every decision and every bill and every time you go to the grocery. There is just this sense of peace that you have knowing that you're able to take care of yourself in a way that you couldn't have if it wasn't for this industry. And the last thing that I'll say that makes this industry so special is that it doesn't care who you were before you got in it. It really, really doesn't. I mean, you've got Mindy, who is a preschool teacher and decided to get in this. You've got some very successful doctors in this. You've got lawyers in this top sell. I've got a real estate agent in my organization that does about $40 million in real estate, and she earns an additional 6 figures on the side doing this. And then you've got people like me who had their first child in high school and dropped out of high school and spent a few weekends in jail from some bad decisions. It doesn't care who you used to be. All it cares about is if you're willing to do the work moving forward. And so if any of that spoke to you, I would just recommend that you get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this tonight and just say yes. Here's what I can promise you. I said no for 18 months. I actually was a hater of this industry. I was like, not only am I not going to do it, I think it's a little ridiculous that you're doing it. My only regret was that I didn't say yes 18 months sooner, because it drastically changed my life, and even bigger, tens of thousands of lives since I said yes.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't have said that any better. I love what you just said, and it's so true. So let's just talk about, I know there's many people on the line that are excited and you want to know, how do I get started? Well, first of all, you have to know there's even more. Okay, there are trip incentives. In fact, Tina and I both qualified for Thailand this next week, although she's going to Hawaii and I have different things that I am doing. But what is cool about this is that I know we qualified for Cancun. We're going to be going in January. you can run and have Trinot pay for a vacation for you. You know, last year we were in Europe. We've been to Greece, so many different places that you have an opportunity to be a part of. And this is just on top of our regular compensation plan. Okay, so how do we get started? Well, what I love about this is that anybody can get started with our packages. Okay. Again, I came from traditional business, and traditional business owners, you totally understand and know what I am talking about. Where, you know, just to get started with our franchise, it was $38,000 20 years ago for a piece of paper that said, "Congratulations, you can market this product." That's all I got. Then another $150,000 for me to be in charge of everything: accounts payable, customer service, product support, marketing. If I wanted a website, I had to create it. And then I saw this and I was like, wow, for under $499, I can start my own company. I can get rocking and rolling. I can market name brand products that work, that make an impact. They're going to provide me with my own website. They're going to provide me with all of the tools to rock and roll, for an opportunity to create a multi-million dollar business. That is what you have to offer, or have in your hands right now. So we have a starter bundle. Okay, this is a great package. It's literally the package that Tina talked about. It's our DHS system. So it's that transform, activate, and our enriched digestive enzymes for $299. Okay. Or we have our builder bundle, which I recommend our builder bundle because you're going to get more of the products that really speak to our friends. Okay. In fact, there is Mojo and Zest in this package, which we haven't even talked about, but these are like our top 5 sellers are in this builder bundle package. The Mojo and Zest are nootropic energy drinks. They literally will give you that boost of energy without all of the synthetics or the bad stuff that is in traditional energy drinks, where it makes you feel good. It boosts your energy, but it also curbs your appetite. So it's incredible for weight loss. We have a lemonade, as well as we have a chocolate or a coffee Mojo that you can get in this package, as well as our collagen. You guys, collagen has swept the nation. We have the very best collagen on the planet, I truly believe, because your body can absorb it. It's a hydrolyzed peptide collagen. We have, anyway, this is the marine collagen, which is so incredible for your skin. Collagen is incredible for your gut. So I recommend our builder bundle so you can get more products. You can really rock and roll. But the cool thing is that either way, we've got these 2 bundles. You get started with us. And then after that, we will plug you into our social media system. You'll get our Trinot Go app. You'll get your own website. You can rock and roll. And we will teach you how to get started and what to do to really create whatever you want to do. In fact, in 20 minutes, back on this same link, we're going to jump back in here, Tina and I, and we're going to show you how to start making money right away. In fact, you think about how much money do you need to make this worth your time? And then long term, what's your big goal? What do you want to go create? We're going to show you how to do that right away. That's going to happen in 20 minutes. If I were you, get back with the person who invited you on. They can send you their link. They can help you get signed up right away. If you have questions, or if you're getting signed up, or you're just thinking about this, jump back on this link in 20 minutes. We're going to show you what it takes to be a top producer. We're going to show you the system. Tina is going to go through her secret sauce system, okay, on social media, how to attract. There's almost 5 billion people online. And we're going to show you how to attract those people to you. We're going to show you our whole social media platform, how that works. And so get back on this link in 20 minutes. Well, right at, let's see, it's 6 p.m. Pacific time. Get back on this link. And we're going to show you how to rock and roll and how to get started and what to do. So Thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations to all of you who just signed up. We can see the emails, so we know you're popping in there. You are signing up, and we're excited for you. And we'll see all of you back on the same link in 18 minutes. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.